This presentation is made possible by these amazing individuals and organizations. Whether it was through Patreon, Super Chats, Super Stickers, or by watching, liking, and commenting, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome to the show, everybody. I was mute there for a minute there. Hopefully you can hear me. Let's see if you can. Let's see. I think you can. Yes, Keith E says that you can hear me. Okay. Uh, oh, man. Okay, great. I am Retro Nerd Girl, and I'm broadcasting live from the International Science Fiction Space Station. And it is Christmas Eve, and I do have a nice little discussion planned for us, but really laid back and chill, and waiting to see exactly where Santa is right now on his sleigh. He's probably over the Atlantic, um, probably, right? I think maybe he's around close to probably in the Atlantic right about now. Let's see who is here. Guys, thank you for being here. I know this is not my usual time to have these kinds of live streams, but I definitely thought it would be nice to kind of do something with you guys and anyone who wanted to just have some more fit some more socializing in before Christmas. And the first person up is Keith E. Hi, Keith E. How are you doing? Says Hooper is working with Santa, and he says that Comet is a real problem. Oh, Comet is misbehaving. We've got to get Mr. Claus into this whole thing. She'll straighten him out. And Cool Gamer is here. Hello, Cool Gamer. How are you? Says hello, everybody. And Charlie O'Brien. Nice to see you. Says, Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm at work until 11 p.m., so I'll be hanging out for a while. Great. And 810 Hazard, or Biohazard. What am I saying? Yes, Biohazard. It's really simple. Hello. Says, hi, nerds and nerdophiles. That's a good name. I might need to use it. And Jack is here. Hello, Jack. Says Feliz Navidad from Texas. Can hear you. Okay, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Oh man. And Unicorn says Comet's not the problem. Hashtag Comet's not the problem. And Unicorn, it's so great to see you here. Thank you for being with us today. Says Merry Christmas, everyone. And John Orchid is here and says, 'twas the night before Christmas and all through the galaxy, the whole place was buzzing, even this house. Merry Christmas. James Kirk, wherever you are, live long and prosper. Yes. Oh man. And Keith E says, all the Who's in Whoville can hear you. Wonderful. And yes, it looks like I was mute for a moment, and sorted that out immediately. Thank you. And Daryl Johnson is here. How are you, Daryl? So good to see you. This is RNG. And saying hi to everybody. Salinas is here. Hello, ready go. Yes, we're ready to go. Go, go. Darth Salinas. Uh, that's great. John says, Keith E says, hello, everybody. I'm never going to catch all these names. Oh, yeah. Well, don't worry. I'm here for you. I'll help. I'll help. And John Orchid says, I'm on Santa alert. He will be docking with his spaceship soon. Oh, okay. I better look out for him too. Because yeah, I was gonna look at the tracker because sometimes I like looking at the trackers to see where they say that Santa is. So yeah, that's always a lot of fun, just for fun. But I do have this really cool slideshow of Christmas traditions that I put together. At first, I was gonna put down like 50 traditions, and then I ended up with like 70. And some of them you'll find funny, some of them are pretty obvious, but when it comes to traditions, everyone has their own, right? So maybe you guys can tell me any extra traditions that maybe I don't quite have. I'll write them down, and maybe I can add them to my own list of traditions. And Bonzo Kilborn is here. Says, Retro, can you see Santa from up there? At this moment, no, I can't see him just yet. So he looks like a speck, but I'll have to use one of my devices to, get a closer look. I'll have to try to do that. And let's see. Alex Dawson is here. Says we watched Die Hard last night at my house. Hello, yes. You gotta watch that at least once a year for during Christmas. Let's just face it. It is a classic, and a Christmas classic, it seems. Uh, and Danny Staten is here. Says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, Danny. Great to see you in the chat. And Jen August says, can you take a poll on who opens presents Christmas morning or Christmas Eve? Oh, okay. Let me. Well, I'll have to use my other computer over here, to do it for some reason. I would love to do it through StreamYard, but they won't let me. Let's see if I can do that. I'm. It says start a poll. So ask a question, and let's see. It will be. Let's see. Uh-oh. When do you open presents? All right. I don't know if I can figure this out, but let's see. Oh, I got it. Christmas Eve. I just figured it out. Or Christmas morning. What? All right, let's see. And I think this is it. But how do I say yes? Oh, okay. I'll start. Do I start the poll? Um, how do I start the poll? Do I just enter? Well, I made the poll, it just isn't letting me it's not letting me do it. Let's see. Uh, yeah, yeah, it's not let for whatever reason. I wonder why it won't. Must contain 1 to 35 characters. Okay, it wants me to do more characters. Here, maybe. Yeah, for some reason it's not letting me do this thing. I am technologically not doing very well. Um, okay, well, I'm gonna cancel that for now. I can't seem to figure it out. I'm gonna try. It's not working for me. But wait a minute. It looks like somebody gifted memberships. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Um, Winter Soldier. Wow, thank you so very much. Well, thank you for being here, first of all. Um, uh, let's see. And thank you so much, Unicorn Rampant Studio, for protecting the chat. um, and Winter Soldier has gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so very much. We've got uh, memberships for Lord Toth, Stunt Brat. 77 Smith has a membership. Cecil Neal also has one. Doc Fortune and Hacksaw also has one. Thank you so much. I'm sure they're gonna love that. That's a wonderful gift to give somebody. Thank you so much. Yes, just wonderful. Thank you. Um, Again, you know what? And it looks like whatever happened, you it didn't show up on StreamYard. So maybe StreamYard is getting better at not showing me things that I don't need to see. This is great. Okay, well, I think I'm yeah, I just tried to do the poll, John, and for some reason it's not letting me do it properly, but I will. If you guys could answer this question for John, do you guys um, open your presents at Christmas Eve or do you wait till the morning? I like to wait in the morning because I know some people will do like they'll open like one gift before, like just one gift, and then in the morning they'll open up all the gifts. But I like to wait. I like to wait. And Unicorn says top 70 traditions. One of mine is Christmas book exchange. Oh, I'm gonna write that down. Book exchange. I like that. That's a nice one. And Bonzo says, if you need help calibrating the long range sensors, let me know. Okay, thank you. um, and let's see. Um, uh, did, um, I think there was only supposed to be one. And Danny Satan says, we opened them the night before. Oh, you did. You opened them the night before. Okay. And let's see. Daryl Johnson says, I don't get presents, but the girlfriend opens hers Christmas morning. Oh, you don't get presents? Okay. But yeah, the more in the morning is like, I don't know, it's just kind of like cool to wake up in the morning and like, oh, I get a present this morning. And yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that, for the spam and stuff. And Jack says Christmas Eve we got to open one. Christmas morning was the main event. Um, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's a tradition that a lot of people have done. I've never done it where you just open one present and then in the morning you open the rest. I usually just wait. Um, and let's see. You guys are talking amongst each other. Um, and John says, no worries, one for Christmas Eve, one and two for morning. Thank you for understanding. What about you? Do you open yours in the morning or the day before? Um, And Keith E says, Jill is good at polls. She can tell you how to do it. Yes, I mean, I think the key is that I must be doing something wrong, but um, I I need practice, and I don't put um, you have to do it through YouTube, and this computer just can't handle more than a few programs, and yeah, it's not strong enough. And he says he always opens them in the morning. Yeah, it sounds like a good plan. What a great question, John. Though, come on. I mean, let's give it a. That was a good question. All right, so Christmas traditions. I think one of the biggest ones that we notice almost all the time. And I didn't put them in any kind of order. So, by importance or anything, I just kind of put them as I was thinking about them. The first thing that you would probably notice about Christmas is the decorations, right? And usually it's like people start decorating around November or like early, like mid-November. Mid-November. And then it kind of trickles. Some people wait later to do it. I remember one year we waited until like Christmas Eve and like, oh yeah, we're gonna celebrate Christmas this year. It was wild. Oh man, and Charlie says, I prefer one on Christmas Eve and the rest in on the morning. Oh, that's nice. Okay, well, you know what? I should try that once. I should try doing that once. Um, just like open one beforehand. But I think also too, I haven't really had a lot of gift exchange like in the last couple of years, like a few gifts here and there. So, there wasn't any like need to open a gift there was no need for like the pomp and circumstance of like, oh, we're gonna wait till Christmas to open it, or usually people want to see you open the presents right away. um, and so, yeah, that's the one that I think is the first one is like getting the home decorated. And it can be a lot of work. It can be very messy. But I think most people take down their decorations by New Year's, right? Uh, but then there's some people like me who like to keep it up a little bit longer. I just love all the lights and the color and everything. Just a big fan of um, just just the way all the decorations look and the festivities of it. And Music Girl 67 is here. How are you? How is everything? Says ho 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 and Merry Christmas Eve to RNG and everyone else in this fabulous group. Oh, so that's so kind of you. Says I'm so happy to be here with you all on this glorious night for a little bit. Hope you're all doing well. Oh well, my goodness, so great to see you there hanging out. Well, you're going to be hanging out with us. So this is great. Um, and Daryl says after Thanksgiving we decorate and listen to Christmas music right after Thanksgiving. Okay, so yeah, because I think that's customary. Like right after Thanksgiving, you watch the parade, right, and then you see Santa. He kind of ushers in the festivities to begin with uh, decorations. Then you've got Black Friday and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty great. And Cutie says you need to take down your checker decorations before um, uh, for the 4th of July. Do you mean when you say checker? Do you mean Christmas? Did Siri get it mixed up? Jack says, put up my lights the weekend after Thanksgiving, weather permitting. Then my mother's tree and her lights and stuff, and hers come down on New Year's Day. Mine later, weather permitting. Permitting. Oh, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. You have it all planned out. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Um, And look, I love all the emojis. There's, I love all the emojis. And yeah, so that's the first thing I always think of with Christmas is like, oh, the decoration. So you go and you pull out all of the bins with all the Christmas decorations, and then you set things up the way it was the year before, or you just like come up with something a little fresh and new. Um, I do love that part. Then of course the Christmas tree. You have to have the right Christmas tree in the home. It is very very important. The centerpiece of it all. I mean, even yesterday watching a Christmas Story and seeing that the mom and dad just sitting down on the couch looking at the Christmas tree, looking at the beautiful scene of Christmas all around them. And it was just so nice. So yeah, the trees could always kind of make you put you right into the spirit of Christmas immediately. Um, and Jack says, I've known a few folks who never took their lights down ever. Sometimes I'm there. Sometimes there's been a few years where I just was like, nope, we're keeping it up all year because it's so pretty. And Jack says, live or artificial. Okay, that's we need participation on this one, guys. Do you do a live tree or an artificial? Um, for me, because of my lifestyle, I think artificial is just best for me. But there have been a few years that I've had a real tree, and it always smells so good. It smells so wonderful to use a real tree. But yeah, I've been using fake trees, and I do have a lot of fake trees. And Music Girl says, one tradition my sweet grandmother had was to let me open a gift on Christmas, of Christmas PJs on Christmas Eve so I can look my best for Santa's coming. Oh my goodness, that is actually really sweet. Oh my god, so you knew that you were getting PJs, but it was brand new ones. That's nice. Oh my goodness. And Kiwi says, tinsel piece at a time, for to forget about it. Yeah, well, I've never had tinsel in on any tree I've ever had. It's like, because I'm trying to figure out, like, the tree in the picture here has a whole bunch of tinsel on it. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you how do you store all that tinsel? It's really, it's got to be cumbersome to try to store tinsel, but it looks pretty. It does look pretty. It's sparkles. And Battle Elf says that he says, I like turtles. Okay, that's great. Yeah, do let us know if you like a live tree or an artificial one. And Charlie O'Brien said, I fell off the roof putting up lights one year. Oh no. Luckily, we had 20 inches of snow to cushion my fall. LOL. Oh, okay. You were very, very lucky. You were very lucky. That's another thing I just am in awe of, the fact that there are so many people who will deck their entire homes out in with lights, and they know how to get up there and put the lights on, and it's just pretty awesome. I'm impressed. And Daryl says fake tree. Yeah, it's just so much. It's so inconvenient, but a real tree does smell nice. And Unicorn says we used to overdose on the tinsel back in the late 70s, early 80s. Really? It's very tedious. Yeah, it is. I mean, because you've got to string it right on the tree, and then it folds over. But how do you take it? Like, when you store it, you've got to store it straight, right? Or you'll just have like a ball of tinsel by the end. Just maybe, unless you just get the tinsel and then throw it away, and then start over fresh every year. I don't know. That's wild. I'll say this: when I was little, we didn't celebrate Christmas that much, so I we didn't have a tree many years. So there were some years when we had a tree, and some years when we didn't. Jack says, growing up, we had real trees, but mom's artificial tree, and it looks great. Um, we also think Christmas trees at the lake to help the fishing. Oh, really? That sounds very interesting. Yeah, I never heard of that of sinking the Christmas trees. Interesting. And Music Girl says a 7.5 foot fake one was both clear and multicolored lights on it, so I can choose the lights and prefer depending on the mood I'm in. Oh yeah, yeah, I love that. Like, you can, like, switch switch the color scheme and everything. That's nice. I like that. And Unicorn Ramp Studio says I won't be giving away any tinsel secrets. Yes, the coveted tinsel secrets. You will be the only person who knows how to handle them. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I have never even, like, anytime I see tinsel um in the store, I'm sort of like, what am I supposed to do with them? What am I supposed to do with tinsel? But it's definitely one of those that makes the tree look very vintage, right? And it makes it look very old timey and like 70s vintage. Another thing, one thing in particular that I think a lot of people associate with Christmas, one thing I do is the gathering of family with family and friends, but a lot of times with family, just traveling long distances to get to family. And Keith says, if you did a lousy job with the tinsel, you'd be banned from having to put it on. And you brought new tinsel every year. Oh, okay, yes. So, okay, that makes sense. So you would throw the tinsel away, and just buy new tinsel. That would make sense. You see how lost I am? It's like I'm an alien or something. I have no idea. I've been living out in space for too long. And Music Girl says, we had real trees growing up too, Jack. Unfortunately, being a cat owner now, I need to stay away from the pine needles and tinsel. Yeah, it can be very dangerous for pets. But like I said again, that the smell of pine, like real pine, is so intoxicating. It's wonderful. Okay, let's see. Nativity scenes. That's another one that seems to be like one of the traditions. Having one of those little mini nativity scenes. I have not seen ever like I've seen movies with like huge live action ones, but I've never seen it in real life. I've always seen the little tiny little miniatures, or no bigger than maybe one half scale. I'm sorry, 1/12 scale, or um, maybe even smaller. And Charlie O'Brien says, my daughter's cat loves to play with the ornaments. Yeah, ornaments are just, well, they're dangly and cute and colorful, and the kitties love that kind of stuff. And let's see, and well, the family photo. We gotta we gotta have that family photo to kind of send out to people and say Merry Christmas. It's actually really cute. I mean, I did it one. Oh, actually, I did it on email one year. I put together a nice little card, and then I sent it out to my friends through email. So that is cool. And now they're like, I don't know if you like, everybody seems to be really cute in this, but they a lot of times they would just do like the same outfits. Everybody would just do all the outfits. Um, and Daryl says decorate the cat tree. I've seen a cat tree. It's very interesting. Jenny Savings says cool. Um, So that's like a tradition, just getting together and taking that family photo for like the holiday card. Then pretty wrapping paper and trim. That's always so nice to get a present that someone has put a lot of time and energy into making it look really pretty. Um, I'm just kind of like in awe of it, the way some people have like figured out like different ways of wrapping the paper and doing it. It takes skill. It is a skill. It is a skill, for sure. And of course, Christmas movies. Christmas. It's just, you know what are you gonna do? Christmas movies are just incredible. I watched 3 Christmas movies today, and they were all Hallmark movies. And oh, thank you. Oh gosh. Music Girl says it's so wonderful to be with you tonight, Orangey. I'm in Cali, so unfortunately a lot of your live streams are a bit early for me since during the week I'm working on and on the weekend I'm sleeping in. Oh wow, so good. Oh, you are just so sweet. Yeah, that is awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad too. And yeah, like sometimes they can try to um, do things later on, but yeah, my work is I have to get up early, so to do that. So I will try to do more later events and see if that might work in 2024. 2024. Unicorn says, as a child, when I was informed that there was no Santa Claus, who said that? Who? but was not allowed to inform the other children for a few years. I was inducted into a gift wrapping. Inducted into gift wrapping everything, so I knew what everyone was getting. Oh, so there were some privileges to it, huh? How did you find out? We're supposed to keep that a secret. And Kitty says, I'm on Starlink and I saw the first couple of episodes of Blue-Eyed Samurai today. Ooh, it's really good. I hope you'll enjoy it. Um, I did. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And Unicorn Rabbit City says it was Aunt Kathy. Okay, Aunt Kathy, no. Charlie O'Brien's like, no, Santa, what? Oh man, yes. I do love myself some Santa, so um, I don't know if I really I did see Santa walking down the street. Um it wasn't last week, but the week before. And of course, when I saw him, I turned into like a 7-year-old. I was like, "Hi, Santa!" And Santa's like, "Oh, hello, little girl." Nothing makes me blush more than like Santa Claus. I don't know, for some reason I do love myself some Santa Claus. There he is right there. Santa Claus is the next one. The tradition of Santa Claus, just, the mystery, the myth, everything. It's all wonderful. The North Pole, the elves, the whole nine. I absolutely adore it all. And it's magical and fun. Definitely a lot of fun. Um, and the gift giving exchange. And I really like the one that you mentioned, Unicorn Rapids City, the book exchange. That's great. That's really nice. Um, but yeah, exchanges, especially I think a lot of more offices and workplaces are doing gift exchange, Secret Santa, that kind of thing. It's becoming like more and more popular. Jack says, I realized my parents were Santa at 10, my older sister told me. No, older sister, no, don't. Oh man. But I guess it was sometimes people just feel like they have to say that because they don't want you to um they don't want you to they want to help you out and tell you the truth, right? So that makes sense why your older sister would have done that. Um And, Elf on the Shelf is like one. I know that there's some older, um, like history with Elf on the Shelf, but it seems like in the last like 7 to 8 years, Elf on the Shelf has been like getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And all of the cool places and poses they put these elves is just so cute. It's so stinking cute. It's ridiculous. I love it. I love it. Oh, look who's here. It's Stuntrat77 Smith. So good to see you. Merry Christmas. This retro, I didn't know you were on. Already gave my Christmas hugs. How embarrassing. Oh man, no. There's always room for more hugs. Come on in. Come on in for the hug. Oh man. And yes, a unicorn says, I'll lend you some hugs. And says, Unicorn says, may the Christmas spirit be extra Christmassy for all of us. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for saying that. That is really wonderful. I love it. I love it. So and of course the turkey. Now I'm vegan, so I can't eat the turkey, but there's always tofurkey and other and other and other substitutes. But the turkey is a big part of the celebration. Some people are frying them now, but usually they're roasting them would suffice. Um, and uh, I think I made a turkey just 1 year, um, and it actually turned out great. I followed all the instructions, and it turned out fine. So that was great. And oh, yes, that's right. Jack, thank you for reminding me. Yes, Stuntbrat, you're a member of the channel. So someone gave away some memberships. So now you're able to see all of my membership videos, which are a lot of them are reviews of movies that aren't in my regular roster. So I hope you get to enjoy some of those archived videos that I have for the members. And Music Girl says, just a bit curious, RNG, how will you be spending Christmas? Do you have family close by, friends maybe? Please spill the beans. Well, I don't have family close by, but I will be hopefully talking to them tomorrow on the phone, and connecting with them that way. And I like to have a quiet Christmas, a cozy Christmas, if you will. So I will be probably playing a lot of music and watching more movies and just relaxing and not really like having a care in the world. So that sounds really great. And yes, just hugs to Tubman. I'm sure she will. I'll let her know tomorrow. I will be talking to her tomorrow. And Sylvester says, thank you so much. Yes. And let's see. That was a gift from Winter Soldier. He was the one who did um was it Winter Soldier? Let's see. Yes, Winter Soldier. What a sweetheart. Gifted 5 memberships. What a darling. Thank you so much, Winter Soldier. And so, yes, he's the one. So if you see him in one of the other streams, you'll have to say thank you to him. He's just great. And oh yeah, I missed this one. Jack said fried, smoked, or roast. Oh wow, that's a good question. Um, if I ate turkey, I would have it. Um, hmm, I think roasted would be like the healthiest. Um, uh, Fried is a little bit much for me. I'm sure it's probably going to be tasty. The fried one is probably going to be really tasty. Smoked, for some reason, just doesn't feel like Christmas to me. But definitely roasted is got that it just brings back some memories. Yeah, brings back those memories. And gingerbread houses, I love these things. They are messy sometimes, but I do like the decorative ones. So I do like the decorative ones. I have never actually made one though. I have never actually made a gingerbread house, so maybe that will be on my bucket list for the future, is actually make a gingerbread house. So, but I do have a bunch of fake ones that are great looking. They look so yummy, and I do love fake food because they look they look so yummy, but you don't have the calories. There's no calories. So, and Music Girl says my family always made ham for Christmas. Ooh, that's on the list for sure. Then part of the ham was saved and used for black-eyed peas and cornbread on New Year's Day. Oh, wow. There sounds like you got some real good cooks in the house for sure, for sure. And oh, you're so sweet. Stunt Brad says I'll send you one retro. Oh, so sweet. Oh, and Jack says, ever seen unthawed turkey hit 10 gallons of boiling oil? Yes, I have seen um, video of that, and it looks scary, to be honest. It looks like a sure way to start a fire, but I also have seen, I guess some people have it, um, they know what they're doing. So I would leave that to a professional for sure. For sure, I would send that to a professional. And says Jack says they're all great if done well, but tomorrow is ham smoked. Oh wow, oh, wow. And Government Cheese says Merry whatever. Yes. Merry whatever. I love that. And someone says I got home from buying last minute treats and stuff. Ooh, tons of chocolate, LOL. Oh wow. And Government Cheese says beef brisket here for Christmas. Wow. Wow, wow. You guys are just having a great I love these dishes. And Jack says ham bone for New Year's blacked peas. Yum. And mus- uh, Music Girl says you're right, Jack. Ham is super yummy when it flavors those black-eyed peas. Oh wow. Yes, yeah, my dinner is gonna be very, boring. It's gonna be tofu. Oh, man, but, well, it won't be boring to me because I actually make it very delicious, but, it's not gonna be, the typical festive, um, food, and, this is another one that the markets in Europe is actually a big tradition for a lot of people, and like going to those markets. I wish we had more markets here in America. I think one year we had one in town, but yeah, I think that would be really cool if we had these sort of wonderful little artisan markets. They're so cute, and I don't know, I do love it. Do love that kind of thing. So Fred says, seeing Willy Wonka with my bestie Bill tomorrow. Oh, that sounds like fun. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 yes. And Daryl Johnson says, going to have hamburger patties and smashed potatoes and green beans. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, we're making dinner, and making do what we have. Green beans, mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. Um, Hamburger patties. Oh my goodness, I may have something similar to that tomorrow. I have veggie burgers, so I can do that. So I'll match you. I'll match you. And Charlie O'Brien says, I've been lucky enough over the years to spend Christmas dinner with Italian, Polish, German, and other families. Oh, how cool! Oh, how cool! That's very nice. And Charlie says the food was always great. Yeah, it sounds wonderful. I love Italian food. Okay, just stop it. I love Italian food. Absolutely. And there's I think part of me really loves Mediterranean food in general, like the combination of all of the different flavors. Oh, so good. And oh, thank you, John Orchid. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Here's for eggnog to go with your tofu. Yes. Well, I make a vegan eggnog, so it's gonna be wonderful. And I hope I'm not upsetting anybody by by saying. Oh man. Um, but yeah, I have to be, for health reasons, I have to eat this way. But thank you so much. This is wonderful. And okay, so let's see if I can get you a thank you. Now, let me know, John Orchid, do you want it? I think, well, look, I'll do this. Why don't we do this one? I think you'll like it. It's always good swing dancing. Thank you so much, John. This is wonderful. Thank you. Oh man. And Music Girl says on New Year's Eve, I usually splurge and buy one of those fancy shrimp rings with cocktail sauce. Ooh, wow, I miss those. I miss those to end the old year. A ring and ring in the new year. That's great. That's great. Oh, look at that tradition. That's a good one. That's a good one. And he says, anybody going to Chinese restaurant, fa la 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 la. Yes. Definitely in reference to the movie we saw last night, a Christmas Story. And yeah, that's actually on my list of traditions because a lot of people have been going to Chinese restaurants for Christmas. So that's really interesting. Um, Let's see. Oh, Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU is here. Hello, Swifty. How are you? We've got movies, popcorn, retro TV, and popcorn. So great. Says hello. Great to see you as well. Unicorn says we only had one good cook in the house at Christmas, and that was Grandpa. Although Aunt Rhonda was very good at deviled eggs. Ooh, deviled eggs. Wow. I I used to love making them, and I used to love eating them. Just didn't seem to be an end though, as to like you just pop them in and just keep eating them. And Government Cheese says tamales are big for Christmas for my family in Guatemala. Wow. That is really cool. I'm gonna write down tamales as my because first of all, I'd like to learn how to make them. That would be really great. I'd like to learn how to make those. And Christmas tamales, I'm in. And Stemred says, put Alfredo on everything, veggies, chicken. Not a cook, but it's awesome. Yes, Alfredo's really good on everything. And pesto sauce. Oh my God, I put pesto sauce on everything too. Um, that's like my new favorite thing is to put pesto on everything. Um, um, yeah, I think for dinner um, I had tofu, uh, steamed, and I had steamed marinated, and I had some pasta with broccoli and pesto sauce. Lots and lots of pesto sauce. I just piled it on. Yum, yum, yum. And Music Girl says, sounds tasty. Will you have gravy on the patties and potatoes as well? Ooh, what a great idea. So you fry up or you like make up your burger and then you put the gravy on top? That's a good idea. I might do that with my veggie burgers. Jack says, did shrimp and scallops in Hunan sauce this evening. Oh, wow. Okay, my goodness, you're eating like a king. You're eating like a king. And Unicorn says, yes, many times on Christmas I would order my favorite, I would order favorite Chinese. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oof. I miss Chinese food so bad. We used to have a Chinese place around where I am, and they left ages ago, so it's just sort of like, oh, they left when the pandemic happened. So yeah, it just vanished, and now there's no Chinese place around here anymore. So I'll have to order from far away and have it delivered. And so Swifty's got a nice one for me. He's got Mrs. Claus, Mr. Claus. I believe that's an elf, and trees, and um and two more Santa Clauses and one Mrs. Claus. Thank you so very much. I these are great emojis. And Unicorn Maverick Studio says just like garlic broccoli. Mm, that's my favorite. My favorite. It really is. Garlic and broccoli, you can't go wrong. Yeah, great stuff. I love broccoli. I love it so much. I know it's my favorite. I eat it at least twice a day, maybe. And Jag says deviled eggs are a treat, aren't they great? I haven't had it in years, but I remember making them and just getting the flavors just right is kind of a it's not always easy. It's not always easy, but I mastered it at one point. I don't know if I could still do it again. It's been years. And Stewart says pesto yums. Oh yeah, put pesto on everything. It's wonderful. It's just incredible. And it's like super the ingredients are super simple. It's not complicated at all. And John Orchard said, I might even try vegan in the new year. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah. Um, I wish you luck with it. Yeah. I wish you luck with it. Um, I'm not, I guess I'm just started saying that I'm vegan, but honestly, I don't um I didn't plan on it, but that's what it is. I feel it happened that way. Government cheese says zucchini pancakes are also a thing in my family. Well, okay. Well, I love that. Zucchini. I'm writing this down. Zucchini pancakes. What? Now these pancakes, are they savory or do you put do you make it sweet with the maple syrup and all that? Or do you keep it savory? Let me know. I want to know more about zucchini pancakes. Um, and Jack says oyster dressing. Oh, that sounds good. Oyster, yeah, you can put oyster dressing on pretty much anything, and it'll be fantastic. It'll be fantastic. Uh, Keith E says Hooper says they're in Iceland and freezing. Comet thinks unicorns coming comment was very much to the point. Yeah. Oh man. All right, what's next? We got snow globes. These are just so I love snow globes. The only thing I don't like about snow globes is that they're so fragile, but I love them so much. They're so magical. And, you know, I especially like the ones that, you know, they have like the musical element to them, but, they are just beautiful, and, I love them. I love them. I love them. It's like one of my favorite, decorations for Christmas is our snow globes. And, some friends says, "Retro, I love this vegan joke. Vegans, expect you to serve something vegan, but they never throw a steak on the grill for you." Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That would make sense. And Jack says, "Rosebud because of the snow globe, right? I suppose." It says, he says, "Sorry, I had to." Um, and Government Tree says, "Savory, only a pancake in name." Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Oh. That sounds so good. Zucchini pancakes. I First of all, I love zucchini. I love zucchini so much, and zucchini pancakes sounds so amazing. Really, it does. Um, and yeah, Jax is saying pancakes. Yeah, but they're not. They're savory. So you know, wow, sounds wonderful. I can't wait till one day, like, get a recipe for it. I'm sure I could find something online. Uh, And Semprant says, my Swiss grandma used to make crepes. Oh, wow. Yeah, crepes are fantastic. Oof, that's delicious stuff. That's delicious stuff right there. Uh, and the next one is hot chocolate. Hot chocolate's always great, or hot cocoa, depends on who uh, is talking about it, or who's mentioning it. And I've been doing hot chocolate with, um, you know, almond milk, and it tastes good. I have like a formula that I do with my little um, uh, different ingredients, but yeah, it's so good. It's so good, and like I will put like a little bit of cinnamon on it just for that extra like pop, and it's so good. So good. Love hot chocolate. It's a wonderful way to just warm up, you know. But the thing about hot chocolate is sometimes people put too much sugar in it. So I like to sweeten it with alternative sweeteners, like um, maybe like a little bit of stevia or something like that, or like half and half sugar and stevia, just so that way it's not so sugary sweet. Like Music Girl says, I heard the craziest thing just yesterday about snow globes. It isn't water that's inside, but something like antifreeze. So if one should break, you need to wipe up the liquid quick because it's toxic to animals. I did not know that. I didn't know that. Wow, wow, wow. Even well, yeah, that's really wild. I did not know that. And Kate E says you have to know the difference between crepes and creeps. Kate E, you're Jack says, Jack says with a bit of hazelnut rum. Whoa, that sounds actually tempting. That sounds very tempting. Stuntbrad says, Retro, there's some hot chocolate in the Barbie. There, there is. I didn't. I was just so enamored with the Barbie mug. I didn't even look inside. Thank you. You're just amazing. You thought of everything. I've got socks, hot chocolate, a mug, everything. You're amazing. Government Cheese says, "This is the only time of year I drink eggnog." Yes, and I used to drink eggnog a lot, and I probably still could drink, eggnog, but, I do, since I had, um, s stopped, uh, eating and having dairy. Dairy was a big problem for me, and so eh, I I've been like able to handle things a lot better, and so I've been just using alternative milk. So, but yeah, eggnog was one of those things. It was like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? It's Christmas time, and I can't drink, um, you know, dairy products. And so I figured out how to make my own vegan eggnog, and it's really good. I'm sure it's not exactly the same as drinking the eggnog, but it is. What is the secret ingredient or the one ingredient that I think is really important? I think it's nutmeg. Nutmeg is really like helps it along a lot. So yeah, nutmeg. I also there you could also buy flavoring, not eggnog flavoring from Amazon or eh, anywhere they have like these little flavor bottles that they've put together. But I think a nutmeg is really like that secret uh, ingredient. uh, yeah. Someone says Jack sounds awesome. Yeah, I love it. I love what you're having for dinner. And let's see. Uh, and oh, Music Girl says, "Does anyone spike their eggnog?" Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't do it this year, but yeah, you just put a little extra stuff. You can put Kahlua in there. That's probably really gonna taste great. Or Bailey's Irish Cream. That's also pretty cool. Or rum. Rum is another one that you could put in there. Um, it's I just didn't feel like it this year though. I uh, but yes, I've had that in the past. Definitely had it in the past. Jack says the question is, who doesn't spike it? Nice one, Jack. Nice one. Yeah, eggnog is great, and I believe it's on the list. It is definitely on the list. Oh, hey, look, it's Lance Chafin. Great to see you here. Merry Christmas. We're talking about uh, Christmas traditions, and it's just really great. Um, and Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "Hey everyone, I just finished my last work of the evening, and we've got to start things up before 6 a.m. I listen until I fall asleep." Oh, I'm so glad that you're going to be able to rest now. Well, yes, well, hopefully you'll be able to chime in a little bit if you feel like it. And Lance says, "Hiya, RNG, Merry Christmas." Oh, awesome. Says, "Just got back from my cousin's for Christmas Eve." Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Hanging out with family and things. Um, and let's go to the next one. Of course, the ornaments on the tree. And that's really, picking out the right ones, right? Because you don't want to pick out the wrong ornaments on the tree. That clash with them. They all have to have sometimes they have to have a theme. And I think these are the important things. These are the important things. And sometimes I like a tree without anything at all but lights. Every once in a while, it'll just happen. Um, oh wow. And also unicorn. If you fall asleep while we're still on, of course, Merry Christmas and and sleep well. Sleep well. And let's see. And Government Cheese says Bloody Christmas is a good flick, Terminator Santa. Oh, never saw that before. Probably won't because I don't like horror movies so much, but um it's good to know. Good to good to know. And and Music Girl is saying hello to Lance and Merry Christmas. Um yeah. And oh, with all those emojis, I love it. Um, and Lance says he had Disaronno and apple cider cocktail. Oh, I forgot to add apple cider. Yes, apple cider. That is a Christmas tradition. Yes, apple cider. Yes, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great, great, great. And oh, thank you. And Jack says, were you ever the person who dropped the broke dropped and broke one? They made a funny sound like a light bulb. Yes, I've broken plenty of ornaments. Plenty, plenty of ornaments. They're just so delicate, and you have to be very, very, very careful. Um, so it always breaks my heart to see them break like that because it's like you can't fix it. And they not only that, they shatter. They shatter. They just they're all over the place. They're all over the place. And Simfred says, Retro Zoomy Bestie Bill watched you open your prezzies. I I shared the stream. He loves ya. Oh, great. Oh my goodness. Well, tell Bill I said hello and Merry Christmas. And thank you for I'm so glad that he watched it. It was such a wonderful moment, wasn't it? And oh, Lance, that's so sweet. Says, hope everyone has a good Christmas tomorrow. Thank you, Lance. You as well. You as well. Um, absolutely. And the next thing is, oh my God, this is my favorite part. Okay, I have two permanent installations in my home of miniature scenes of Christmas. Well, actually, four, but two of them are miniature villages. And I love these so much. They're like a miniature village. They call it Department 56. Okay, that's the official name for it is Department 56. And basically you buy all these pieces and you buy the little figurines and you put them all together and you can make your own Christmas town. You've got all of those Christmas trees and characters. It's just wonderful and so special. I do love them. I just feel like a kid when I see them. I love them so much. And Music Girl says, I have an ornament on my tree that my great grandmother Edith made for me in 1907. Wow, wow, not made for me, but made in 1907. It was passed down to my grandmother, mother, and now me when we all became adults. Oh, that's really sweet. That is really sweet. That is so special. That is so special. Yes, those are the special things. And Sarah says, Retro, if I had your email, I'd send you pics. Oh wow. Well, I do have an email in the description of this video. So yeah, my email is down there as well. Um, I think it should be right underneath the post, the PO box information. And Government Cheese says Twilight Zone night of the the Meek episode is great for Christmas. Um, this is the second time I'm hearing about this, so I have to check that out. I bet I've seen it and I just don't remember. Um, and Lance is saying Nutcracker is one. Yes, it definitely, definitely. And let's see. And Stumbrat is agreeing with the whole thing with music's uh, ornament that her great grandmother gave to her. What a special gift! What a special heirloom. Heirloom is probably the right term I could come up with. And Jack says it's a very special Twilight Zone. Okay, um, I will definitely try to get that. Uh, I'll definitely try to get that. Um, and you don't see an email. Oh, okay. Well, it should be down. I don't know. It should be down there. Um, I don't want to say it because then the bots will the bots will come. Uh, but yeah, it, it's hmm, I'm not sure where it is. How to how to how to get it to you. Let me see. Thank you. The ornament has a hard life. It and it has been well loved, but still adorns the branches of my tree and will for many years to come. Oh, that is so sweet. I'm gonna cry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is so sweet. Um, and the Christmas, okay, Christmas cards, of course, Christmas cards. We've got to share those Christmas cards, and uh, Christmas cards are definitely a staple. I'm so bad at them because I every year I promise I'm gonna send out Christmas cards, and I completely flub it. I totally flub it, but I used to be really good at it, so I don't know where the skill went. And Christmas parades, absolutely. Right after Thanksgiving, you get the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and then you get a whole bunch of other parades all through all up until Christmas Day. And I think even Disney has one that, if I'm not mistaken, is on the day after Christmas. At least it's airing the day after Christmas. So they can be really beautiful. Um, and I know we have one in my town that's just incredible. We have the Christmas dinner prayer. So before eating Christmas dinner, clasping hands and saying a prayer, um, not just of thanks, but also, a prayer before eating. It's also done at Thanksgiving as well, but I think that is pretty much a tradition to do a customary prayer, which is really nice. And Stuntrat says that her grandmother was born in 1907, 1904. And Danny Stain says, watching Die Hard and Christmas Story tomorrow. Oh, nice, nice. The classics, huh? And Lance says, Christmas stockings on the chimney. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And uh, city or town decorations that are done by that are done by the local town government, right? That is always very special to see them put up these decorations all over town, and just to walk down the street and see the different lights and the wreaths and all of the special decorations. And Lance says that he's got Die Hard 1, 2, and 3. And Music Girl says, that's groovy. My great grandmother was born in 1899, so she was 8 when she made the ornament. Oh, wow. Wow. I love the traditions that people around that time taught the family. That's incredible. That really is. That's incredible. And Darth Plato says, Merry Christmas. So great to see you, Darth Plato. I hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas to you as well. And Lance says that it's a wet Christmas here in Kansas City. Yucky. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, it was very rainy and windy today. So it was also getting to be colder. I was getting to be a little bit colder. So the rain was starting to turn to ice, and it made it very slippery. Just dislike that so very much. And there's the eggnog, guys. We've got the eggnog. And then we've got decorated. I love this eggnog. It's got that nice little stick of cinnamon in it. And we've got decorated sugar cookies. These are my favorite kinds of cookies, the sugar cookies. Um, but we're often shape them into different um, forms and give them a nice coating of icing and decorations. Really awesome. And Music Girl says, I'll send out Christmas cards, snail mail every year. Oh, I still send out Christmas. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. Says this year I sent about 30. If I had an address for you, I would have loved to send you one for the vintage of the vintage cards I sent out this year. Oh wow, that is so sweet. I love the vintage look. It's so wonderful. Yeah, in my description, I know for sure I have my PO box in there in my description. And um, Jack says cookies. Yes, they're so great. Uh, and Lance says it's 57 degrees there. Sounds good. That sounds really good. Uh, yeah, that's a great temperatures. Um, and store window decorations. This is the best. Okay, I love I love the store decoration. I mean, some people go way out. They go, overboard. They have like all these animatronics and stuff. It's just lovely to walk down in front of in the streets and see all of the wonderful decorations in the windows of many stores. It's just beautiful. And even though they're trying to get you to come in and buy stuff, it's still pretty. And BGD is here. How are you, BGD? It says Merry Christmas, RNG. All the best in 2024. Thank you so much. You as well. Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year as well. It's just really uh, so great to see you. And Music Girl says, RNG, thanks. You'll be added to my list to receive Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas cards next year for sure. Oh, thank you so much. You're a darling. I can't wait. That is very sweet. Thank you so much. Oh man. And of course, there's the one that you were mentioning, Lance, stockings. We've got, usually stockings hung by the fireplace in a safe distance because you have to be careful exactly how you place those by the fireplace. But yeah, that's where you don't exactly get the same presents you would get under the tree. You get like little snacks and cookies and treats or little smaller toys and trinkets and things like that. I do love stockings. They're really, really cool. And I got one from Stuntbat. Stuntbat, that's an awesome uh, stocking that you gave to me. I should put some treats in there for myself, my future me. And of course, the Christmas toast that you would give, usually to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, but we'll always love the Christmas toast. And Music Girl says, it's 57 and clear right now here in Long Beach, California. Santa would have no problem finding his way to my house tonight. Oh, that's nice. Oh gosh, that's great temperatures. 56. It would feel if it was 56 here, it would feel like summertime, like straight up. And Jack says tomorrow there will be a Hot Wheels car in my stocking. Oh, nice. All right, and let's see. There's the roast beef. Gotta have that on the list. And see, fruitcake. Now look, I know a lot of people don't like fruitcake, but I always loved fruitcake, especially the ones that with the rum in it. For some reason, that was so good, even though the the rum has already been, it doesn't, feel like rum, but it's so good. And this particular cake looks really extra yummy. I really wish I had some fruit cake. And someone says, "So glad you like the card." Mwah. Yes, that was fantastic. I do, and I save all my cards. I really do. I really do save all my cards. Um, and store interior decorations too. They go all out, and it's really beautiful. Like as soon as I not even this this year, like as soon as October Halloween was over, they went into full gear. And sometimes some stores go even before that. Before that, they even uh, you know start their decorations. So it's a big tradition now. Vintage art. This Victorian era art is just so very classically Christmassy, and I believe in that particular time period, it was Christmas was even bigger than we could imagine that it was. And Jack says, "Never did roast beef. Fruit cake is unnatural. Just drink the rum." Yeah, I used to love the fruit cake, and I used to love the little cherries inside. Loved it. And, Music Girl says, "My stockings were always filled with nuts, oranges, apples, coloring books, those plastic candy canes filled with M&Ms, and Lifesavers and a Lifesavers, storybook." Very, very, cool. It's so funny because Dave Sundstrom, has this really cool Christmas song about having fruit in his stockings. Now, like I said, and when I grew up or when I was growing up, we didn't celebrate Christmas, so, unfortunately, I didn't have any stockings. I don't think I've ever had a stocking, so this is my first year having a stocking, so Step Rat, thank you for the stocking. Now I no, actually, I have to say I did have a stocking, but I never used it, so it was, like, more of a decoration thing, um so yeah, I'm gonna use it and actually put some cool stuff in there for my future self. All right, hold on one second, guys. I have the dreaded allergy attack is happening. While I'm doing that, then um, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna play a little Christmas song while I'm defeating the allergy monsters. See, hear about this one. Thank you for your patience. And Danny Steen says, "Good night, all, and have a Merry Christmas." Still fighting them. Yes. So you as well, Danny. Have a wonderful Christmas. And if I don't see you the next by the time of the 31st, have a merry uh New Year or Happy New Year. Yeah, that's that's the right one. And Daryl Johnson says, "Time to get some sleep. Oh, been up since 2:30. You have a great Christmas. You too. You too. All right. I'm gonna see if I can remember to put both of your comments in the closing. I'll see if that's possible. I'm not sure. Um, and John Orchid says, fruits, nuts, oranges, apples are an old tradition. I got the same. Comes from the Great Depression when getting such things were considered a treat. Okay, so yeah, okay, I did not know that. I did not know that. Especially, like I said, when growing up, I didn't have a stocking. So that's really interesting. Very interesting. I had no idea. And Music Girl is saying good night to Daryl. And Jack says it's 50 degrees, clear sky, no wind, and quite a full moon. Oh wow, cool. Oh my god, I love full moons. I like I start howling like, "Oh." I love them so much. And, let's see. And, Music Girl says, I'm glad to see I wasn't the only one to receive fruit in my stocking." Yeah, I this is my first time actually finding out about the fruit tradition, so, really cool. Um And, Jack says, my grandparents did apples, pears, and nuts." Well, you know what? You guys were getting very, very healthy food, or nutrients, and I think that's actually pretty good. And this girl says, I love Dave's songs about fruit. So original, funny, and catchy." Oh my God, it's really great. It's really great. He's just a great performer. I love the way he performs it. And Jenna Orkin says, "My dad lived through it as a kid, so that's how I know." Okay. Yeah, I had no idea. I'm so glad that you guys teach me things all the time. I am absolutely lucky to have you guys in my life. Seriously. Um, because I only heard of it from Dave's song, but I didn't know that that was a tradition. I had no idea. Oh, DJ Play Nice is here. Says, "Gotta roll out, nerd. Thanks for hosting." Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. I'm just so glad that we can all get together and have some fun before the big day. The big day. Uh, and it says, "I'll be safe, have fun, take care of your crew, and rock." That's awesome. Thank you for that, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, um, and I guess Happy Holidays would be probably in order. In order. And Advent calendars. This is something I only found out about like maybe I would say about 5 years ago. I didn't even know what these were or what they were called. And yeah, it, and for anybody who doesn't know, it's a calendar where you can open up one of the boxes and find a little treat or a note or something in it for yourself. So somebody else, I suppose, has to put those treats in the box for you, or you can do it where you like mix them up and you know and blind yourself or something, or put a blindfold on before putting them all in their slots. But it is really cute. A one horse open sleigh. It's a tradition for a lot of people to get a ride from a sleigh ride, and it is definitely something I've done quite a few times. So I don't want you guys to think I'm like completely don't get a chance to take part in these traditions too. And Music Girl says people on the East Coast need to get sleep soon. Yes, because Santa will be arriving in about 20 more minutes. Oh, that's it. Yes. Thank you, Music Girl. I didn't know that. Yes, Santa is definitely on his way. So, you gotta get to bed before Santa discovers that you are still up. He's gonna skip your house. Oh, man, and, do you guys look at the Santa tracker? I love the Santa tracker, it's so cute. I know that Google has one. Let me just take a look and see, um, the, the Google tracker. Um, uh There. It says arrival. Santa will arrive in about 2.5 hours. Gifts delivered. He's already delivered 6 billion gifts already. Wow. And so he's working his way up the East Coast. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And let me see if I can get myself back to, yeah. And Jack says, my grandfather would sample the oysters for the dressing. I will never lose my taste for Gulf Coast oyster fresh off the boat. Wow, that's really incredible. It's very luxurious too. I mean, well, I haven't tasted an oyster in like over 10 years. And Music Girl says, I remember when I was about 10 years old, my older brother put an engagement ring behind the piece of chocolate inside um, on December 24th as a way to propose to his girlfriend. I never forgot that. Oh, that's really cool. That's really clever. um, and let's see. Uh, and the advent calendar, I meant. Oh, oh, and he put okay inside of the advent calendar. See now, okay, so yeah, I had no idea about these things, but that is a wonderful way to present a surprise for somebody, right? You put it in the advent calendar and watch them, be surprised to see their engagement ring in there. Like, will you marry me? And another tradition, I suppose, are the lawn decorations, and people really go way out for this. Again, I'm always marveled by the amount of work and effort people go through for this stuff, and also how they do, like, how do they get up on the top of the roof to do this? It's incredible. I have a lot of respect for all that. Um, then there's snowmen. That snowmen are really a big part of, I suppose, the winter theme of Christmas. But like, no matter where you are, there's always a snowman decoration of some sort, and I love that incorporation of the snowman into the Christmas storyline, or into the Christmas tradition of decorations. And now, I would say the last like maybe 4 years or 3 years, it's been this check decoration everywhere. Uh, before then, I don't know, we didn't really see so many, check decorations, but now it's just part of the holidays now, which is actually kinda cool because I like that, the check decorations. And carolers, of course, and the carolers don't always have to dress up in these kinds of, costumes, but sometimes it's always nice to see them actually get dressed as the Victorian style carolers, and, yeah, it's always special when they come around, always special when they come around. Oh, and Shooters here says, just stopping by to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Well, the same to you as well. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And John Arkin says, we have a weird tradition. We have an inflatable Christmas penguin I found one year and put it up as a joke. And now the family doesn't think it's Christmas until we put it. That's really sweet. Oh man, that is so sweet. Um, I do love that. I love that. Those happy little accidents that happen and then they become tradition. And Music Girl says, I saw the notification, RNG, that you'll be doing another live on the evening of New Year's Eve. I'll most definitely try to be there. Yeah, yeah. I'll be doing another live stream like this on New Year's Eve. This is my first time ever hosting a live stream on New Year's Eve, so it'll be a lot of fun. I actually had some fun putting together some of the little stingers, the little video stingers. So I'm so excited to debut the ones for New Year's because they're fun. They are so much fun. So I can't wait for that. And I'm still looking for a suitable subject matter for us to dive into. And maybe we could dive into like just personal stuff about like goals for the new year or something like that. But I wasn't really, I wanted to make it sort of like a chill stream and have fun and find out like who's celebrating New Year's and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's basically what, what I was planning on doing. And Kid E says, hit that like button or um, Santa won't think you're being very nice. Yes, I had to translate that for you, Keith, because Siri really messed it up. But yes, yes, do hit the like button. That really helps this channel and helps this video. So thank you very much. I really appreciate all of you who hit the like button. And Music Girls says Christmas inflatables have definitely become quite popular over the past few years. Yes, they have, and I think they do have quite a bit of charm. Uh, and I think a long time ago they was thought up as cheap and not really um, that great. But I think they are very charming. I really do, and I think the thing about it is that they're making them out of better material now. I think because if I'm not mistaken, the ones before, they would always break apart. They would, like, break apart at the littlest, the littlest, um, problem. They would just fall apart and shrivel up. So, yeah. Um Oh, thank you, Music Girl. Appreciate that. Um Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the next one is random acts of kindness. It's the perfect season to do something nice for somebody, and it's always nice. I don't know, it always makes me feel nice to do one nice thing. Um, and I did a few things, but definitely gonna keep them to myself because I don't want to the whole point of it was just doing it randomly. And let's see. Uh, John says, I bought a I bought a tiger from Winnie the Pooh to go with the penguin today. That's cool. That's cool. He's got a buddy now. He's got oh, that's really sweet. I wanna see this. I'm imagining it though. I'm imagining the, "Hey, Dan Candy, how are you? How's it going?" And Dan says, "Merry Christmas, everyone." Merry Christmas to you as well, Dan. Hey, Candy. It's really great to see you today. And Music Girl says, unfortunately, here in in the LA area, there are a few Grinches going around stabbing the inflatables with a knife, which is sad because the bigger inflatables can be quite pricey. That is awful. Very, very awful. Yeah. Oh, that's awful. Yeah. Well, we wish they would have take this attitude of random acts of kindness into their hearts and not do anything mean. But yeah, that they're Grinches for sure. I love doing like secret things that nobody knows that you're doing. Like that's a good thing. Yeah. And Christmas mass, that's really a big deal. Especially, you know, all the wonderful songs that they end up singing in during the Christmas mass is really nice and just a wonderful feeling. Jen Ockert says, "I live in Texas. We don't have that problem for some reason." Okay. Jack says, "That would be risky. That would be a risky thing to do there." Yeah. Um, and Sabra says, "Music. I hear. Uh, I'm near Santa Barbara. That's awful. Yeah, it's really mean spirited and just um, concerning." Music Girl says, "I gifted my neighbor Lori with some 2 ingredient fudge I made today. Ooh, that sounds really good. Christmas fudge, yes." Christmas fudge, did you say? Katie says, "I'm saying Merry Christmas to everyone and catch you later. It was great to have West Coast posse here tonight." Oh, thank you. Oh, good night, then, Keithy. It's so good to see that you were here today and hung out as much as you could. It is, yes, it is getting late. I know. And well, hopefully I'll see you soon or hear from you soon. We'll chat through email. Um, until next time, and have a good night. Merry Christmas as well. Merry Christmas. And let's see. Music Girl says, "Oh, really? I'm a couple of hours away from you in Long Beach. The inflatable stabbings have been all over the news. Not sure if you've seen it. Really, that's wild. That is wild. That is insane. It's not just wild, it's insane. Christmas cake. I mean, there have been like so many different people designing all these wild Christmas cakes with so many different Christmas themes. It's wonderful. So, Christmas cake. You gotta have Christmas cake. And a lot of people collect vintage ornaments. I really think this is very special because they always um, they just give you like a strange, unique feeling, and like in a way they're haunting, but in a beautiful way. I do love myself some vintage ornaments, but they have to be cared for with extreme delicacy. And I'm missing some. Am I not? And okay, Stunt Brett says I don't watch the news, so I myself included, I don't watch the news. It's too traumatic. Um, I'll get my news from secondhand sources. Jack says that my major award is lit for all to see. Oh, really? Oh, you have you have a leg in your window. Oh man. And Rafael Lopez says, Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you as well, Rafael. Really great to see you in the chat. And I hope you have a wonderful time this holiday season. And yes, Keith E says later. Yes, see you later. Um, and Music Girl saying, wishing you sugar plum and candy cane dreams tonight. Ooh, I do love myself some sugar plum and candy cane. So, yes, that is for Keith. Merry Christmas. And Jen Orchid says, here's my attitude about the inflatable stabbers. These are the people that really need this season. I am blessed and thankful for every day I wake up, not saying that as a cliche. Yes, yes. And that's I definitely sometimes just pray that, people who are having a hard time figuring things out and are doing, harmful things are will um and be enlightened somehow or in some way or just find some kindness in their heart somehow, some way. Just not sure how that will happen, but um, just praying that that will eventually happen. And Moonbeam is here. Hello, Moonbeam. Says Merry Christmas Retro. Grab your popcorn for your favorite Christmas films. Yes. How are you? I'm definitely saying a very nice Merry Christmas to you. Very warm wishes for you as well. And Jack says, "Yes, I have the leg lamp in my window. I won it on a fish bet." Yes, I think you were trying to tell me that yesterday. Yes. And Music Girl says, Archie, do you watch any animated holiday specials during this time of year? Also, besides the holiday movies, animated specials. Um, like you mean any that are released now, or ones that have been released in the past? Because I pretty much watch them all. I watch all the older ones. The only one that I haven't watched is the Charlie Brown one. But everything else, I think I've pretty much covered it. And Moonbeam says that leg lamp always returns. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And the next one here is public events. This one in particular is SantaCon, which is an event I took part in New York several years back. But there are a lot of like different events that kind of happen during this time period where people can get together in the public and have fun together safely. It's really great. Lots of fun. Um, Jack says it did come in a box marked fragile. Fragile, it's Italian. Oh man. Actually, that leg lamp is just starting to turn into a tradition. So milk and cookies for Santa. I know a lot of people still do this. They put out milk and cookies for Santa, but we all know that somebody goes and uh, uh, actually eats the cookies and drinks the milk, and it's not Santa. And then we've got cranberry sauce from the can. It just wouldn't be the holidays without it. Now, my mom used to sometimes, do her own version of Christmas, and we used to always have the can cranberry. But there was one year where she got actual cranberries and souped it up really like just made it like super super awesome. Where she broke up the the can and put the cranberries in it, and it was really good the way she made it. It felt like we were at eating something really fancy. So yeah, I had um we we did have some Christmas influences in the house. And Christmas punch, guys, also kind of a strawberry. I'm not sorry, not a strawberry, but cranberry kind of drink. Um, I don't know. Have you guys had uh, any or made Christmas punch? I know that it's popular with some people, but it's not like not with everyone. Not with everyone. Yeah. Oh, and Moonbeam says leg of lamp. Nice one. Nice. And this girl says, RNG, great. Three cartoons I can definitely recommend are Santa and the Three Bears. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. The Bear Who Slept Through Christmas. Ooh. And she says that they're both on Tubi. And The Night Before Christmas, 1968, right here on YouTube. Oh yes. I think I've seen all three. I think I've seen all three, if I'm not mistaken. Um, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Berenstain Bears, man, they are the one that I saw, Berenstain Bears and the Christmas Tree or something, or the Berenstain Bears Christmas Tree. That one, sometimes that makes me cry. And Moonbeam says, leave carrots for the reindeer. Okay. And I think you've got 8 of them, right? Oh my goodness. Accuracy, my goodness. And Jack says, love the cookies, can't stand cranberry anything. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Um, and Joan says, mimosa instead of Christmas punch. By the way, Merry Christmas, East Coast peeps. Merry Christmas to them. Yes, it's time, right? It is Christmas Day officially in the East Coast. So everyone on the East Coast, Merry Christmas. And Music Girl says Santa and the Three Bears from 1970, The Bear Who Slept Through Christmas 1973. And you need to put the year along with The Night Before Christmas for it to pop up. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. On YouTube. Yes, I understand. Yes. Yes. Uh, and of course, gingerbread people. That's a must, either decorations or cookies. I love gingerbread men and women, and they are just great. I love decorating with them. I love them to be all over the place. They're just wonderful. Um, and Moonbeam says 9 if Rudolph is there. Oh, I gotta go. Ciao for now. Oh, okay. Well, you have a good one. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Have a good one. And Jack says, "Remember, I like raw oysters on a cracker." Oh, okay. And Summer says, love an old cartoon from the 30s. Christmas comes but once a year. Wow, that sounds really cool. I want to see that one. Music Girls 1968 was the year for Night Before Christmas. Sorry, I keep messing it up. Oh, you're fine. You're like informing us of something. So it's okay. And Moonbeam says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Take care. Oh, you have a good night and sleep tight. And yeah, well, you just enjoy yourself uh, for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. And angel decorations. These are my favorites. Oh my God. Because one of my favorite things is to make angels out of paper. My favorite. Oh, and snowflakes. I love making snowflakes out of paper. Just the best. Just the best. I love myself some angels. And the Christmas star. Gotta have a Christmas star. And it's representative of the North Star. And Christmas lights, just of any kind. They just sprinkle them all around the place and light them up. Just great. Oh, different colors. It's just wonderful and magical, right? It makes everything look so magical. And Christmas wreaths. These are like really easy to make. It could be a lot of fun to make your own wreath. You can make them out of paper. You can make them. Um, you can design your own wreath um, from different ingredients or different things that you can get from like Michael's or the dollar store. But yeah, it's just so pretty to see it in the decorations. It's one of those simple things you could just hang up and just uh, admire. And oh, it's really nice when they have lights in it too. So, and Jack says pagan traditions. I'm not sure what they are, but uh, hmm. Retro in Stumpet says retro in middle school. My son and I decorated gingerbread cookies for his whole class. Made them to all look like that student. Okay, that's really clever. Huge hit. LOL. That sounds really amazing. Really amazing. And Music Girl says, uh, retro no girl, are you a multicolor or white lights kind of girl? Oh, it depends on the decoration, because like sometimes when you're doing a decoration, you want like you're like, okay, well, we'll do everything with white, um, because of the way things are looking, or like you sometimes I want to add color to everything. Most of the time I want color in everything. Um, but yeah, I think I'm a color kind of girl, but if if the design is specifically to look a certain way, maybe every once in a while I'll do a white. Uh, and Sunrise is saying good night to Moonbeam. Let's see. Right? Doesn't it sound adorable to do something so personal and so special? I love that. I love it. And John Organ says paper chains and popcorn strings. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I think I have that on the list. Uh, not exactly put in that way, but that is so nice. Yes, paper chains and popcorn strings. Now, I have never made popcorn strings. I'm going to put that down because I've never done that. I've done paper strings before, though. And Sunvet says it was so fun. Oh my goodness. It's so nice to do something for somebody and see them like really like how special it makes them feel. Love it, love it, love it. And the red truck has become another one that's another like motif, I suppose, that a lot of people decorate with for Christmas. That beautiful red truck with carrying a tree. I know I have a couple of them around the place, and it's always really sweet to see. I always love them. And Joan says, paper cutout snowflakes. Yes, yes, that's my favorite. That's my jam right there. I can make some snowflakes. I can make some snowflakes, that's for sure. And Thomas Kincaid paintings, guys. This is one of my favorite things is to is are the Thomas Kincaid paintings that you will find on like bags and cards and just so many different um things. They even have there's even um wrapping paper that they have sort of the same motif. So I just love it so much. I love his paintings and they're just so incredibly they tell a story and it just makes you feel like you're actually there. I love them. And poinsettias, they're this actually just puts a smile on my face anyway. That rich, beautiful red color. And my mom used to always, when she would celebrate Christmas, would definitely bring those into the home, and it smell nice, and it'd be nice to see such wonderful color. In particular, I guess I really should have said Christmas spices or winter spices, but anise and cinnamon, they are not only just great for, adding to different dishes, but and beverages, they're also awesome decorations. So I love these so much. And candy yams. I haven't had it in years, but I know that this is one of the traditions always of sweet potatoes or yams um, covered with marshmallow, toasted marshmallows. Just absolutely decadent. And and Jack says the artwork can really send you, right? It really can. It really can. It's so pretty. And pine cones, which is a decorative staple in during Christmas time. And really, it's really cool to like paint them into different colors and spread them around. But also the natural pine cones are also really great as well. And this is one that I only learned of recently is the Christmas trifle. I was like, "What? There's you can I know about about trifles, but I didn't know that they had one for specifically for Christmas." But yeah, it's a big thing. I didn't even know about. And John says sweet potatoes in any form. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And you don't, the thing is that you don't even need to add a whole bunch, but people add like sugar, they add a lot of sugar and sweet stuff on it, and it ends up tasting really, really good, but you really don't have to. Um, and Music Girl says, my family doesn't care for yams, but I love them, so I make them every year anyway. Oh, that sounds so cool. Do you make them with the marshmallows on top too? Um, or do you make them more savory? Because yeah, you could go either way with the yams or Uh, and Jack says Texas lo- lobley uh, canes are huge. Oh, I don't know what that is. Leab lob lobbly cones? I didn't know what that. Oh, it's a type of pine. Oh. Oh, wow, I'm learning things today. Thank you for teaching me this. Yes, okay. Oh, yes, it's a type of pine cone. Cool. And Sunred says, I just tried some purple organic sweet potato chips. Yum. Not bad. Yeah. Sounds wonderful. I love purple vegetables. And Jack says, it's a pine tree and cone. Oh, yeah, okay. And Music Girl says, I make them rather sweet, but not with marshmallows. I usually put pecan and brown sugar crumble on top. Delicious. Wow, that sounds really good. Brown sugar crumble. Mm. And Jack says, only found in the big thicket. Oh, the pine tree cone. I bet it smells wonderful. John Orchid says, I was this many years old when I found out yams are not sweet potatoes. I need to get out more. Yeah, they're not sweet potatoes, but they look just like them, and to me they taste very similar, but it's not as sweet as sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are way more much more sweeter. And um yeah, there we go. And stuffing is a big one for me. I grew up vegetarian, so we at least had to have the stuffing. My mom made it for us, and I love stuffing. I would put stuffing in everything. I would put it in my eggs, and it would taste amazing. So yeah, stuffing is just one of those things where it's just delicious. But the thing is that when we made the stuffing, we never put the meat inside, so it kind of surprised me when I went to some other friend's house and they had like meat chunks inside of the stuffing. So I was like, wow, it was weird. Oh, Scotty! Scotty R37 is here. Says hello and Merry Christmas, Retro Nerd Girl. Merry Christmas to you as well. So good to see you here. We're just going over some traditions. We've already gone through 59 of them. Oh, well, 58 of them. Uh, so yes, we're doing that. Let's see. And so the next one is chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That is, oh my God, my mouth is watering just looking at these. It looks so good. And Music Girl says, I love stuffing. I make it kind of simple, a sausage and mushroom stuffing. Yes. Okay. Can you believe I never tried oyster stuffing? Me either. Never had it. Never had it. But yes, um, definitely mushroom. I love adding mushrooms to everything. And Scotty says I had a shrimp ring. Oh, yum. Yes, somebody else. Who was it else? Is gonna have a shrimp ring tomorrow. to ring in, or not tomorrow, but next week to ring in the new year. Summer says the only time I cooked a turkey, I left the plastic bag of innards inside. LOL. Oh no. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I don't even know how I got my first turkey right on the on the first try, but I did some intense studying. I think I was like, I wanted to get it right, and I did. I did get it right. And it was my last turkey that I put together, which I don't mind. Um, and it wasn't. It's not my last turkey because I didn't like it. I rather enjoyed putting together. When I used to cook a lot more, um, I enjoyed it. So I do enjoy cooking, and I do also to like to throw things together, like throw some unique stuff together. But you always gamble when you do that. And Jack says, yes, the stuffing isn't stuffed to anything. Well, yeah, well, sometimes they put the stuffing into the turkey, and that was kind of hard for me sometimes because then you get all the turkey flavor into the stuffing, which is fine, but I had no idea that that was a thing. And Scotty says, "Is a shrimp ring a tradition?" I don't know. I'm not sure. But somebody else mentioned it earlier that they were going to have a shrimp ring to ring in the new year, which I thought was really cool. Um, and uh, stuffing is delish, says Scotty. Yes, it is so good. Just yum, 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 yum. And I think the one ingredient that if you get this and you put this ingredient in the stuffing, it makes it really taste good. I think there's two ingredients: rosemary and sage. Sage especially. Ooh, so good, so good. Jack says oyster stuffing, yum. Oh wow, I've never had that. And someone says I'd rather jump off a building than I'd rather jump off a building than cook. And I have, yes. Oh man, incredible. Yeah, I don't like I like cooking, but it's also fun when other people cook too. I like when other people cook as well. Pies, of course, is a tradition of Christmas of just like every pie. I was like, okay, which of the pies that are really, really um, the most loved? And it's all of them. It's all of them. Apple pie, pecan pie, pumpkin pie. Those in particular are the main ones, and then it just, you know, it's just like, just pie, just pie. And candles is another thing, and I think that goes back to the Victorian era of them having to use candles quite a bit at that particular, juncture and time. And a lot of trees were lit with candles, which was really dangerous. But yeah, that the candles are is sort of a nice tradition too because there's something about looking at a candle. It kind of makes you feel warm inside. Um, and Music Girl says a shrimp ring is becoming a tradition for me on New. Yes, so yes, you did say that you were going to use it to ring in the New Year's. I like that idea. And Jack says cheesecake straight as is. Yes. Well, cheesecake. Yes. Oh, yeah. Cheesecake any time of the year. Cheesecake makes it the most wonderful time of the year. And Music Girl says, what's the difference between stuffing and dressing? Ooh, good question. I was told that dressing is made out of cornbread and stuffing is made out of everything else, but I'm not sure about that. Well, I know stuffing is made with bread squares or croutons, if you will. Um, and it might be that dressing is made out of cornbread. I really haven't had much dressing. I don't know what, so I can't really speak on it. So yeah, I don't know anything about dressing, but definitely stuffing. I was actually going to make some stuffing from scratch because I was looking at the ingredients of stovetop stuffing, and I was like, oh no, some of the ingredients I wasn't really comfortable with. So I was gonna just use breadcrumbs, and then I passed on it. I was like, oh man. Oh, cranberry apple pie. Oh wow, Charlie, that's decadent. That sounds great. And Jack says stuffing or dressing, have both. Okay. I've never I don't I've I haven't I don't know if I've ever had dressing though. That's the thing. I don't even know if I've ever had dressing. Um, Music Girl says I've got Dutch apple, pumpkin, and cherry pie ready to go. Yum, 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 yum. And Scotty says cornbread is the best bread. It is really good. It is really good. It almost tastes like cake to me sometimes. Uh, and uh, and yes, Music Girl says yes, have both. And let's see what's next. Oh yeah, okay. So we were talking about this before. Homemade ornaments, really a lot of fun. Can do so many different types of things. You can make trees, you can make stars, you can make just about any kind of fun thing that you can imagine. I did like a whole like scape of like a miniature scape, making trees. You can decorate your desk with just paper by rolling it up a certain way, and those homemade decorations are the best. I love them because all it just takes is your imagination, a little time, a little tape, a little glue, and you're in. Maybe sometimes a stapler. And Hershey Kisses has become sort of part of the traditional, um, sort of has become a traditional thing in at Christmas time uh, because of their marketing, and also people have been using it for cookies and all sorts of really cool treats. So I think we can say that it is like a Christmas tradition. Also, Coca-Cola ads. We've got, of course, Coca-Cola's imprint on actually sort of creating the Santa we know today. If we can go back into the lore, they didn't create Santa, but they kind of modified him a little bit and incorporated their colors onto Santa. Because originally his outfit was green, and so they just switched things up. But also this incredible truck that is, once you see this truck, you know it's the holidays. And Christmas donations. During the Christmas holiday season, there are lots of people, asking on behalf of others uh, for money to give to different charities, and it's generally accepted and also suggested that people do give a little bit more at this time of year. Another incentive is also tax benefits that there are a lot of people who are seeking tax benefits, so they will up their donations just before the 31st of the year, so that way they can get a tax write-off. Is that great or not? I don't know, but if it means that some people are going to be the you know going to get some benefit from it, why not? I don't. I'm not too picky. Let's see what you guys are saying. Um, Stumprat says, "Did we mention chocolate advent calendars?" Well, I did mention advent calendars. And that you could. Oh, oh boy! Excuse me, guys. It's past my bedtime. Sorry about that. It happened all of a sudden. I did mention the advent calendars, and that you could put like little treats in there. I know that you can put like little Hershey Kisses in there and things like that. So, yeah. Um, but is there a different one in particular that you were thinking of? Jack says when your cornbread tastes like cake, you're there. Jack. That's pretty cool. Um, and Scotty says, make your own and make them tasty. Yum, 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 yum. And Joseph Begay is here. Hello, Joseph. How are you? I love that your avatar has a cool little hat there. Oh, Merry Christmas. Joseph says, my wife would always put up a Christmas countdown calendar every year. I always make sure to put it up since she passed away to honor her love for this time of year. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Ah, that is amazing. What a nice way to remember her. That is lovely. That is just lovely. And Merry Christmas. Great to see you, Joseph. Oh my goodness. And Scotty says Santa red and white is the totes Coke. Yeah, it's a totes Coke. Yeah. Um, and this girl says, I've always loved vintage Coca-Cola Santas. His face is wonderful, isn't it? Yes, you're so right. The face is so friendly and super, super like jolly. You just want to be friends with Santa. And Scotty says, I like the panda Coke bears. Yeah, they're really cute. They are really cute. It's such a brilliant idea to have these sort of mascots for the company. And all surrounding Christmas. And Music Girl says, Joseph, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, but that's such a way of keeping your wife's memory alive. Yes, we share the same sentiments. And Jack says, Coca-Cola Santa is the trademark. Oh yeah. And Scotty says, Panda Coca-Cola is the lazy one. And Sunbrent says, Santa was green. How very Grinchy. Yeah, he was green, but that was when he was Father Christmas. Not quite Santa just yet. I love all of the stuff, the history of Christmas and all that stuff. I love watching those specials and documentaries on it. So maybe next year that's what I'll do is I'll go down the entire history of of Christmas. That would be fun. And home Christmas parties, that's like a big thing, like people hosting different parties and just buying a lot of treats and just the merrymaking of all peoples. And of course, the Christmas soup kitchens. Lots of volunteers every year go to different soup kitchens and try to help the people in the neighborhood who want a nice hot meal on Christmas. They do the same thing for Thanksgiving as well. It's really sweet and very, very giving of them of that particular day. And holly, this is another one I almost forgot about holly. A great decorative aspect of Christmas, or and it's traditional to have that holly somewhere around the house. And Starbucks has actually become quite the tradition. Some people like have to have certain amounts of Star, Starbucks products on a daily basis, and so they have even more like permanent stuff, like big canisters that you can take home and memorabilia. Really, yeah, it's become a staple in Christmas. And oh, here's the Christmas ham that we were talking about before. I'm not much of a ham eater, but yes, I'm familiar with them, and I did do um, kind of like the way it's, and they dress them all up. They have this unique look about them. And Black Friday is a tradition of every Friday after Thanksgiving. Mm, There you will see stores being filled up with tons and tons of people actually, trying to get deals, shopping. Usually there are many sales, and this is great. This is fantastic. It's a little bit much though for the consumerism, but definitely, it is a tradition. It is a tradition. Some people, they just like they have to set aside special time for all of this. And oh, what is that? Stumprat says drinking some cold peppermint mocha coffee right now. Oh, sounds really good. That sounds really good. And the girl says, here in Long Beach, the ASPCA asked for food for the animals due to a shortage this year. So I donated a case of both wet dog and cat food and a bag of dry food for both as well. Really nice. That is super sweet. Oh my God, you're so kind. You are so kind. Oh my goodness. Yes, that Brett says nice. Yes, that is so sweet. And Joseph Gay says always like putting a wreath up in the house to bring the fresh smell of pine into the to an otherwise stale air home because it's too cold to open the windows when it's below freezing outside. Oh yes. I have the same issue. And so yeah, nice wreath is a great answer. And yep, that was on our list a little bit earlier. I love wreaths, and I love making them. They're so much fun to make. I mean, I've literally made them out of paper, and they're so cute. Uh, and Jack says, "This is why I give Die Hard a pass. The wife of the hero is named Holly. Oh, yes, she is named Holly. She is." And the girl says to Sunbread, thank you. Please don't forget about our homeless animals this time of year. They need love too. Yes. And I just going to say donating to an animal shelter is a good idea. Yeah, it is. And Sunbread says sunny and 65 degrees here at the beach. Don't hate me. Never. Oh, we want to come visit you, that's what. And um, we have to remember the work Christmas parties or office Christmas parties. They're always fun. There's always, gossip and, people, you know, sometimes the parties get a little wild, right? A little wild. But on the most part, it's nice to um, just get to know your coworkers a little bit better and kind of loosen up. I used to always love uh, Christmas parties whenever I would have them in the past. So I think that's a nice perk about working at a place that you can uh, get to have some fun at a Christmas party. And also Christmas specials on television. Those the best. And you get all these unique performances and just just really great holiday entertainment. And oh yes, this is one we talked about this before. Chinese Christmas dinner and how it's become a tradition for a lot of people. A lot of people have decided that that is the best way to to go about doing Christmas. No turkey to worry about. No, you don't have to buy a whole bunch of stuff. Just go to a Chinese restaurant for dinner. And I think maybe that might be a good idea sometimes. Yeah, just for fun. Um, let's see. And some friends that come visit will go to Disneyland, standing invite. Oh, yes, that's right. Disneyland is really close by. Oh my God, so great. And let's see. Um, and Joseph Begay says Chinese Christmas dinner, a Christmas story. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, I don't know if it started because of a Christmas story or if that's something that people were doing before. We never did any of that. Like I didn't, you know, again, I'm not the best example because I didn't grow up celebrating Christmas every year, but not like normal people did. We just did our own thing. But yeah, we never went to a Chinese restaurant. So this is definitely something I think people started doing after the movie. If it was my assumption to guess, but it is becoming something that people are doing more and more and more. So that's actually kind of cool in a way. Jack says off-site parties were the best. Open bar. Oh yes, yes, yes. I've had quite a few had quite a few memories of work parties that with the open bar and just having fun with your coworkers. Just let your hair down a little bit and let loose. John says, "Are Hallmark movies on the list?" Oh yeah, up at the top we did have Christmas movies. I think it was like the fifth thing or something like that. Um, so let's see. Also, I put this on it because sometimes people are celebrate both at the same time, Hanukkah and Christmas, or they do it in like a way that is like connected. So, yeah, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, and oh yes, Boxing Day happens right after um, a Christmas on the 26th, right? Yep. So that's actually another tradition is for some people to celebrate Boxing Day. And we are finished, guys. We finished the list of traditions. Wow, that was fun. I oh my goodness, let me remove this. Yes. Oh my goodness. That was a long list. I thought it was gonna have like just 50. And I didn't realize that I was gonna have so many. And Music Girl says, I found this year that Mr. Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol was the very first animated holiday TV special back in 1962. Wow. if you have Peacock and are interested, you can watch it there. It's great. I have not watched that one yet, but I don't have Peacock. So, but I think I can. We'll see. If I have it on my list, that eventually I'll watch it. Okay, yeah, I got that. What year was that? Let's see. 1962. Thank you for having the year for me as well, because that really makes a big difference in finding stuff. Um, Having the year. And oh, okay, yeah. It says, John says, "My bad. I was probably getting coffee." Oh, yeah, yeah. We just did Christmas coffee. I mean, Christmas Christmas coffee. We just did Christmas movies in general. We didn't really go into like the Hallmark and all that, but yeah. Yesterday's stream was detailed. Every single Hallmark movie and a Christmas movie that I absolutely love. And there were some extras on there, and I didn't fit every single movie. And then I saw some today that I thought, oh, I should have had that one on the list. So yeah, yet the stream I did yesterday was really, I would say, one of my best streams. And it of course covers the Christmas movies in great detail. I talk about like every single movie, um, and it was just great, just great. Let's see. Oh, Death Metal Podcast is here. How are you? Says you rule, Retro Nerd Girl. Oh, thank you. You're a darling. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And hope you're having a merry holiday. A merry holiday. And Jack says, have have done Chinese tonight. Sushi. Plenty of Chinese and Japanese places open. Even an Indian place is open. Interesting. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to try something different. And also, if you feel like, because sometimes the holidays can be a lot of pressure for people. So if you feel like all of this, like preparing food and all this stuff, is really getting you down and it's really, making you stressed out, sometimes having somebody else do it for you is just what the doctor ordered. And let's see. And Charlie O'Brien says, RNG, you did a great job of putting together all of those pics and illustrations to show the traditions. Really good. Oh, thank you for recognizing that. I really spent most of the day like doing it, and I was really excited for it because I do love Christmas so very much. So thank you for noticing. Thank you. And John Arca says Boxing Day is a tradition to give presents to the less fortunate. Also, boxing some of the lex also boxing some of the leftover food to be given to the poor. Can't cite all of my sources at this time. Apologies. Oh, no, no, no. This is great. I did not know that, actually. I've heard of Boxing Day, but I never, and I knew that was part of some sort of tradition, but now you've clarified that for me. Thank you. And Jack says, Merry Christmas, RNG. Oh, Merry Christmas to you as well. Not are you heading out? Uh, if you are heading out, definitely Merry Christmas and enjoy your wonderful Christmas day. And let's see. Oh, thank Joseph Begay, you're just wonderful. Thank you so very much. Says Merry Christmas, Retro Nerd Girl, to all of the retros out there. As oh, that's great. Thank you. Um, really appreciate this. Let's see if I can get a little Christmas um, thank you for you. Let's see if I can find one that's special. Here's one. Of course, I was dancing to it while I was playing. I do love myself some Christmas music. Thank you so much, Joseph. I really appreciate this, and thank you for everything. You're just so wonderful. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year as well to you. And Orchid. That yes, John is saying, Joseph, you rock. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. And let's see. Music Girl says, I think Boxing Day is more of a Canadian holiday, right? Yeah, it is. But I think it's, it's one of those things I heard about this holiday and people celebrating it, but it's sort of um, that mystery that was solved today. So thank you. It just says, "Oh, what about midnight mass as a tradition?" Oh yeah, I thought I said I think I had Christmas mass. Christmas mass is earlier. Um, and I remember I've been to quite a few, and they're really, gorgeous. Like usually somebody's singing. Um, uh, Lots of people are singing, but there's usually like one soloist that's just like sounds amazing. Let's see. And Joseph Piquet says, "Good to bowl. A good bowl of pho is great on a cold night. It sure is. It sure is. Wow. Let's make sure that I have that. Okay. And Music Girl says, "That's so sweet of you. Thanks for that donation. Merry Christmas to you, my new friend. Oh, that is so sweet." And John says, "Yes, Boxing Day is it is a British origin. I do love my Canadian brothers and sisters." Oh, that's sweet. And so Boxing Day is big white elephant gift day. LOL. Oh, I didn't know that. And Charlie O'Brien says, the history of Boxing Day is really interesting. It has a lot to do with how frugal Canadian Christmas shoppers were back in the day. Oh, okay. That's really cool. And, um, oh, wow. Music Girl says, I'll be doing the 6 a.m. mass here in my town. Oh, that's really nice. That's very nice. All right, guys. I think that is going to do it for me. 3 hours. Wow, guys. 3 hours. All right. So I am heading out just to let you guys know what's coming up. Well, tomorrow is Christmas. And so there may be a little something in the pipeline for members. I will still put in my video for members to enjoy. And there is the Monday, and then Wednesday I do have a review of Rebel Moon, and there may be another review of something else. We'll have to see. But it will be my modern take morning where I will talk about some modern stuff in the morning. And then on Friday, we're going to have a nice discussion about Paramount Pictures movies, the ones that we really like. Those, those Paramount Pictures movies that we adore, and also I'm doing that because there was talk about possibly a sale happening of Paramount Pictures, but so before it gets sold, it'd be nice to appreciate their pictures. And next Saturday, I'll have the Fifth Element watch party, which is going to be so much fun. I do love that movie so very much. And I think we're gonna have some fun on that one. And it will be an hour later than what uh it, it was this week, so it'll be an hour later. Um, and on the 31st, I will be doing a New Year's Eve stream for you guys. It's just going to be a chill stream, nothing too much. We're going to probably have some casual conversation and have some fun. Why not? And ring in the new year together. That will be a blast. All right, guys. I think it is time for me to shut down, shut down this live stream. And I am let's see. Yes, I'm gonna shut it down. Let me just find the right thing here. All right, I found the clip, which is my typical outro, and I am going to add some of the people who left earlier. I'm going to add them to their comments to the end screen. And without further ado, guys, I bid you adieu, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Cheers. Mwah.
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.